What up, my friends? Today we're gonna masterize the school peak. We're just playing on easy. We're working our way up in the maps, man. I know it's gonna be a little while, but we're gonna make it for you guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start off with an engineer. I actually really liked starting off with an engineer last time on, was it checkers? Yeah, last time we started on checkers, but we have to put it in the right spot. Where do we want to put it? I'm still thinking like right here is a fairly good spot, because we can still hit them as they leave over here as well. Just making sure we get that one last little bit of popping power. A little bit of popping power goes a long way. That doesn't really make sense, but we'll pretend like it makes sense, right, guys? Yeah. So anyways, it's getting pretty darn late in fall, and it's getting cold out, and it's kind of sad. All the leaves are pretty much gone off the things, and it's like getting ready to snow and everything. You get some of those days where it's like, oh, dude, it's probably like 30 degrees out or whatnot. You just don't feel like going outside. You just feel like staying inside. But what I do, I know this is kind of weird, but I'm going to talk about this really quick. I try and condition myself to the cold. What do I mean by that? Well, whenever I go anywhere in my car, I always drive with the windows open. And I usually wear a t-shirt and shorts, or maybe if it's really cold out, a hoodie and shorts. And what that does is it makes my body make more body heat. Now, I'm never in danger or anything. I'm always cold, that's the thing. The point is, I do feel cold. Some people, they're like, they can't handle the cold. They're just babies, man. They're babies. You're not going to go hypothermic or anything from sitting in a car for an hour in 50 degrees temperatures. It's just not, unless you literally cannot make any body heat whatsoever. But I'm weird. I like to try and get used to winter before it comes. So whenever it's fall, even if it's 60 degrees out, 50 degrees out, even when it gets down to 40, I just open my windows and drive. If I'm going somewhere, I don't do this just out of fun. You know, I just try and get used to it. So actually, believe it or not, up until November 1st, I made it without wearing a hoodie outside at all. And then on November 1st, guess what? It was really freaking cold. So, what you gonna do, right? What you gonna do? So I ended up wearing a hoodie. Oh, come on. Oh, dude. Come on, this guy barely fits. But we got him. Jammed him in there, man. Jammed him in there. So surprisingly, the engineer is becoming one of my favorite towers, the 1-0 engineer. I've noticed that I always used the ninja, and that's because he's a better all-around tower. But so far, man, better starting tower, engineer. We just have to kind of support him with something else, whether it's a sniper or a wizard, but normally I've been going with a wizard. Now, there's a couple towers that I almost never use. Is there reasons for that? Yeah, absolutely, man. They're usually just annoying. I just usually don't like using them. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a quick submarine. I feel like what we need is grouped popping powers. I'm just gonna get a 2-0 sub for now, but eventually I'm gonna get him up to 2-2. And also I'm gonna get some sort of lead popping power. So let's get a random wizard over here and put him on strong. Just some lead popping power, just to kind of help us out a little bit. Now all I'm gonna do is 4 farms today. I'm not gonna go absolutely crazy and just get them like all over the map or anything like that. I could. Also, I probably could get some sort of 4th tier farm if I really felt like it. But what's the point in doing that stuff, man? It's just kind of a waste. So here we go. The first group of leads. How we doing against these guys? The submarine, he's doing an okay job. He's obviously got, like I said, advanced intel and everything. So we have to make sure he can still pop all these types of balloons. So we need some sort of camo detection in here. Let's go monkey sense, but sadly I missed out. So we're gonna have to use ones that are red spikes. Boop. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. That was not a pro move. That's not a mastery move right there. All we have to do is make sure we get cam detection for around 33, though. We don't need to exactly do anything else right now. But now we got four farms already, which is pretty sweet, man. We're going to get air storms, which is like complete destruction for most grouped balloons up until until ceramics, probably. Even rainbows and stuff usually got no chance on these guys, I think. I mean, unless leads are going to go absolutely crazy on me, and the wizard can't handle them, I think we'll be totally fine. Check it out, regrow blacks and everything. Plus, it's really, really cool. You guys don't really think about it that much, but this is included in this range right here. Check it out, regrow rainbows. No big dealio, man. We're taking them down. Rock sauce. Rock sauce. Do you eat rock sauce? I don't know. That would kind of suck, wouldn't it? Sauce made out of rocks. Unless you were a golem. Yeah, that would be actually kind of fun, wouldn't it be? Alright, so here, check it out. 33, no big dealio, but we do need camo lead pop power on this upcoming round. So let's just get it. A lot of times, I'll forget about it. And I'll be like, oh crap, dude, camo leads, and I'll run out of money or something. I have to sell a 3rd tier farm, and I'm like, dude, that was terrible. I could sell a lot of things, but I usually do something silly like that, and then things just don't go very well at all. So I ended up getting the 2-2 wizard over here. He's full on camo lead pop power and everything, so I feel pretty darn good about myself. But not gonna last forever. As you can tell, our popping power is starting to dwindle, man. The submarine's not lasting as long as he probably should. So let's get some popping power in, y'all. I'm feeling it, man. We're gonna go all the way up to a super monkey. Now, I honestly would not recommend going for a super monkey in all situations. I know a lot of people are probably thinking super monkey's the best tower in the game. When you start to get to mastery mode, not really. So why am I using him? Well, when I have enough money like I currently have, he makes the game easy. He does. It's just something you gotta think about doing. If you want to do it that way, it works out pretty well. But if I get a Robo Monkey, I can probably stop around 40, and if I get a Robo Plasma, I can probably stop everything up into, including around 50. So, yeah, I usually end up doing that. So let's get a Robo Monkey. 68, 85, but check it out, man. We already got, we're only in round 39, but I mean, we're not going to get much money out of these guys. Round 40 comes up really, really quick. You don't realize it. You really don't realize it. On these harder ones, you're not going to be able to stop around 40 very easily at all. So here we go. I need to get at least Laser Blast, man. I think we'll be able to take down these guys, though. We got Airburst Darts flowing all over the place. Laser Robo, he's usually pretty darn good pop power, and as you can tell, easily taking these guys down. Usually one of the hardest things to do. So anyways, I'm ready, guys. We're just going to kind of chill for the rest of the game. We're going to go Robo Plasma, we're going to go whoopity-doopity-doppity-doopity-doppity-doopity. Get a 2-2 and chill. And if you really want to just be safe, you can get something like a 4th-tier helicopter, usually not that expensive, and just save up money if you want to. Plus, he's good cam detection and group pop power and camel lead pop power, so helicopters, kind of weird to go for them, but actually one of the most effective towers. They're kind of like a mixture of a Spectre and a Robo Plasma. Like, that's the best way to put it. They're like in-betweeners. Because that's the thing, once you get to those late-game towers, it's like, well, why is one tower better than the other? It's either better for balloons or better for Moabs. Well, yeah, Spectre's really good against balloons. Robo Monkey's best against Moabs. And the helicopter's best against everything. He's kind of a good mixture. So that's why he's a mixture of those other towers. But also, you cannot just get a 3rd-tier helicopter. He's just going to be absolutely terrible. He's going to be like literally negative stuff. You don't want him. He's not that bad. He's not negative stuff. But check this out, man. We're going to slow this down. Check out the amount of money that you get from these guys. So you don't get any money for popping that guy. And then, as you can tell, like, what did we get? $300, $400 for popping a BFB? I know. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't like it. There we go. Apache touch it! Whoop, whoop. Now you're not even going to see very many balloons get past this guy. He's just going to stop them before they even walk through this place. It's kind of awesome, actually. I like it. So believe it or not, this map was actually made up. It was a fan-made map, which is kind of cool. I really wish Ninja Kiwi did a little bit more river action with the skull over here, because I just feel like it's kind of lame to have water coming out of there when it's not even actually there. They should have just had, like, no water coming out, especially because it's coming out of its nose. Or I guess it's not really, it's not really coming out of its nose, because it's a monkey mouth, I guess. It's a monkey skull. Makes it kind of interesting. At the same time, it's just weird. I don't know, I'm just weirded out, dude. I'm weirded out. Do we need anything else? Well, as you can tell, popping BFBs, no, we don't need to pop anything else. Though, on the other hand, lots of Moabs will actually be more powerful than the 46 and 50 BFBs. Like, when you get to 63 and everything, they're going to be really, really crazy. But we've done it. We've beaten it on easy, getting more tokens and more monkey money, piling it up. So as always, if you liked the video, you know what to do. Press the like button down there. I really appreciate that, and have a super duper delicious day.